Chapter 20, My Christmas Wish. My second Taxotere treatment came just a few days before Christmas, which was day 125 on my journey. That was on a Wednesday, and by Friday of that week, my whole body ached from head to toe. I kept my pain medication handy and tried to get some last-minute Christmas things done. I had only one wish for Christmas, and that was that there would be enough Tylenol and ibuprofen in the world to keep the nasty body aches at bay. I wanted to enjoy the glorious Christmas weekend with my family, free from the debilitating aches and pains. I could not stay in bed the whole weekend like I did with the first Taxotere treatment, not with kids who were bursting with excitement every minute of every day. Christmas was coming. I loved Christmas and all the wonderful family traditions that came with it. There was absolutely no way that I was going to let cancer get in the way of keeping those traditions and having a magical Christmas. One of our traditions is going to the zoo on Christmas Eve day. I was determined not to skip this tradition, even if it meant that I had to be pushed around in a wheelchair, which is exactly what happened. Unfortunately, what we rented from the zoo could hardly be classified as a wheelchair. It was more like a death trap on wheels. I remember thinking, great, I have been on the road to you-know-where, fighting for my life every inch of the way, and now I'm going to die in this rickety rented wheelchair. The kids were more than happy to take turns pushing me. They were excited for Christmas, the zoo, and to push their sickly mother in a wheelchair. It's the little things that bring us excitement, right? I tried to be patient as they did their best to push me with care, but I found myself cringing with every turn, and I became an expert at blocking myself from hitting fences, buildings, and people. I received a lot of "watch where you're going" looks, which were immediately followed by "oh, I'm sorry you're sick" looks. I was used to having people stare or give sympathetic looks because of the whole bald thing, but combine that with riding around in a wheelchair and you suddenly become the center of attention. None of the looks really bothered me because we were at the zoo fulfilling our Christmas tradition. Although it was a bit of a harrowing experience, I survived it, rickety wheelchair and all. My heart was filled with gratitude. Later that afternoon, we spent time with the Ogden family, but truth be told, the only thing I remember is being swallowed up in my father-in-law's comfy blue recliner, watching the action ensue around me. It was a glorious way to spend the afternoon. Quote from my journal. We made it home about 7:30 and finished reading The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. We loved that book. We had a nice discussion with the kids when we finished reading it. We talked to them about how the light of Christ works in people. I can't tell you how many times in the last few months that I have had people tell me that I am glowing, that my beauty is shining through. I appreciate comments like this because that tells me that I'm doing something right. The light that is shining through me is the light of my Savior. When people make those comments, it opens up an opportunity for me to share my testimony with them. My energy levels are slowly sinking lower and lower. I'm not sure when they are going to be back to normal or whatever my post-chemo normal will be. However, I know that my Savior continues to carry me through the rough patches. He walks by my side, supporting me on those days when I can almost make it. People keep telling me how brave I am. I don't really feel extra brave or braver than anyone else. I am only doing what I have to do to take care of my family and to do what God needs me to do. I really don't see any other choice. Giving up is not an option, so forging ahead is what I'm going to do. End quote. That Christmas, I received my one wish. God blessed me to be able to enjoy the holiday season with my family. He did not take the body aches and pains away, but he did strengthen me to be able to endure them. It turned out to be one of the most magical Christmas seasons of my life, and I owe that all to God and my family.